Okay, everybody. People wanted this. Now they get it. Hope you all enjoy. Act 1, The Unknown Messenger? What is this? Today lands on Saturday, the 4th of September. Why is the 4th so special? When my parents died today. Oh my god! What is this? Oh my god! A car accident 6 years ago on this very day took their lives. Why am I laughing at this and almost crying at the same time? Oh my god. I feel sad for this kid. Holy crap. Though I do remember what happened during that time. When the car crash took place, I was in the back seat. We were going out for breakfast at 6 since we were going on a vacation. It was a 5-hour journey. This was our first vacation in years since I was 5. The last tin we went somewhere. Does this game know how to put text in it for some reason? Because that did not make sense. During the trip, it was pretty smooth, and we always had a laugh about anything we could talk about. I love this music. It is beautiful. Get Waffles to play a beat on this. But the moment we took a left turn, the car struck into the side of us. Oh god. Inconveniently, there was a gas station nearby. What happens? When we got struck by the car, my dad lost control of the car, striking into a fuel station. Due to the heavy impact of fuel tanks on the fuel tanks, fuel started to leak from the tanks. Oh my god! What is this? Since the fuel from the tanks were moving at a rapid pace, it was accelerating towards the car. The front of the car caught fire due to how hard we hit the fuel tanks. All the doors in the car were jammed. My mom and dad were panicking and tried to get out, not to save themselves but to save me. My dad continuously kicked the door until it freed itself. There wasn't much time. My mom pushed on the car door to try to free herself so she could get me. As my dad got out of the car, my mom still tried to break open her door. He pulled on the door handle and broke her free. Both of them getting out now. They attempt to pull my door open, but it was stuck. I saw what my dad did, so I tried to do the same, but I was too weak. At this time, I was only 10 years of age. Coughing from the fumes entering my body, I see my parents trying to save me, and I cried out to them, "Mom, Dad, save me!" No one even bothered to help. All of them were cowards. Their attempts still showed no sign, and the fire was quickly heading towards the fuel leakage. Wait, what did I say that right? I don't know. Fuel leakage, yeah. I'm surprised by this. It wasn't long until everything would go to shit. Once I knew there wasn't anything I could do, I stopped trying to resist and give up. I thought it was the end of the line for me. Oh my god, this kid is depressed as hell. Jeez. I thought I died right here without having a chance to live a future on my own. As I was about to pass out because of the fumes, my dad pulled the door as hard as he could, and to my surprise, the door budged, opening the door with force. My dad pulled me out of the seat and helped me onto my feet. My mom looked over to see where the flames were, since That took a lot longer than it should have. Mayuri? Tashiki? My dad was well aware of how bad the situation became. There wasn't much time left. It was either try to get me to safety or we all die. We knew that we wouldn't make it if he tried to save us all. What did he do? He chose to save my life instead of his own or my mother's. My mom had the same idea since it was already too late since they were surrounded by the flames. What happened? There was a small opening to avoid the flames, so they used that opportunity to save my life. Tears started to roll down my cheeks as I screamed, "Mom! Dad!" It would only be a matter of time before the flames would connect with the fuel. This was their only chance to speak to me and themselves as I was pushed away. We love you, Parker. Live a life full of dreams and live a life full of dreams to fulfill. This is sad. Why did my MC have to go through this? Jesus Christ. For me and your father being pushed away, I tried running back into the fire to save them, but was ultimately pushed by the sheer force of spreading wildfire. Oh my God. Mom! Dad! Oh wait, hold on. Why is auto on? I didn't mean to press auto. I still tried to push through, but it was too much for my body to handle. I felt an arm around my waist pulling me back from the flames. A stranger finally tried helping. They told me it's no use. Trying to resist, I look over, seeing my mom and dad hugging one another. This is sad! Oh my God! Oh my God! This is sad! Takeshi, I'm glad that I'm not leaving alone. I feel the same way, Mayuri. I'm going to miss Parker. God dang it, Twitch! Why does my Twitch have to go off at this moment? This looks so sad! I'm literally about to cry. Our parents died! I feel selfish for leaving him on his own. I know he'll find a way to reach us one day. I hope so, but most of all, I want him to live a life full of dreams to fulfill. I also wish that upon him too. But this is the end of the line for us. We've done our part, hon. It's up to him to decide his future now. Tears rolled down her cheeks. She nodded and hugged tighter to him. Okay, I can tell this is obviously fake. These guys are obviously fake and not a part of it because look, they're freaking... Look at this background. They're obviously from a different anime, so the developer for this mod obviously used something that he shouldn't have, or he or she, whatever. I don't know, but whatever. I love you too. You know, this feels nice. Let's stay like this forever, Mayuri. I always want to be by your side. As they embraced the hug, both looked over to Parker and smiled. We'll be watching over you, Parker. Oh my God! This is so sad! Even though you're only 10, you're the greatest gift, Takeshi, and I don't know how to say their name, so I don't know if I'm being racist or not. Takashi, and I have ever had. As the flames now started to consume their bodies, they said their final goodbyes. Twitch is going off on my phone. Jesus, guys. Thank you for making our wishes come true, Parker. We love you. The flames connected with the fuel and ignited, causing multiple explosions around the station, but the car was in the line of sight. The car exploded and engulfed their bodies in the unforgiving searing flames. Oh my god. In their final moments, they didn't panic or act dramatic. I can't. This is so much. They accepted their fate and entrusted their dreams onto me. I want to save this. Firefighters came once my parents died. I will never forget the day they sacrificed their lives for me. I promise, Mom, Dad, I will try to live a life. I will try to live a life full of dreams to fulfill. The flames could be seen from miles away. My vision became a bit hazy after that, since that was a very important part of me. Those memories never left me. They tried everything they could to protect me, even taking their own lives. Sighing lightly, I close my eyes, staying silent for a few seconds. Getting out of bed, I begin to get changed, ready to visit the cemetery. Do people still call it a cemetery? Oh, they do still call it a cemetery. I thought they call it like a graveyard or something. Oh, wait, don't they call that in Japan like a memorial area or something? I don't know. God, the inside of my lip is like, That's irritating. I'd be there at around 6 a.m. in the morning, the time of the accident on the fateful day. As I left my home, I would take a shortcut to the cemetery. Oh my! This spot was one of the places my dad, mom, and I would visit regularly. This spot was where Sayori and I would play. The cherry blossoms would sway with the wind at the time of year. My parents loved it here. Whenever something would bother any of us, we'd come here to look at the beautiful scenery. My favorite part about this place was the cherry blossoms. They always bloomed every time we came to look at the scenery. As I walked, a shadow covered my eyes. It hurt already. My heart starts to beat quickly. My memories are flowing through my mind. Remembering my mother's smile, remembering my father's laugh, I quickly sprinted towards the cemetery as time was running out. Every year is the same. Coming to their final resting place. All I wanted was for them to live a happy life. It came to an end once the accident happened. Now that they're gone, I just feel like there's nothing left for me. But I know they wouldn't want me to think that. I would always have a banquet? Wait, a bouquet of roses and dandelions with me. My mom loved the roses. My dad loved the dandelions. Placing the flowers onto my mother and father's gravestone, I close my eyes and start to talk to them like they're still alive. Mother, father, I've been struggling a lot recently. After I lost you both, my life has gone to hell. I don't know what to do anymore. Sometimes I just think about passing on and being with both of you, but I know you guys wouldn't want that. Tears start to fill my vision, knowing how much this hurts me. All I ever wanted was my parents to be by my side. I'm sorry I failed you. Mom, Dad. I reach into my bag and grab a photo my parents took with me when I was a child. That is so fake! I remember looking at these pictures when I was quite young. I'd always ask if that was me when I was a kid. I remember when my dad said to me, "Parker, having you has been the best gift of our lives." After remembering that line of that line from my dad, wait, what? I accidentally pressed enter. For my dad, I bite my bottom lip. Ouch! That's gonna hurt. My dad was so passionate about raising me, he'd do anything to make sure I was happy. Starting at the picture, a few tears have rolled from my cheeks and dropped onto the picture. This is the only picture I cherish of us. Wiping away my tears, I put the picture away. I hear a voice in the distance. I take a look behind me. Sayori? She's here! Sayori! Our BFF in the world! Ooh. Just kidding. Parker? Take a glance at Sayori. I don't know what to say. As I went silent, Sayori approaches my parents' gravestone. With her, she had a bouquet of flowers, half roses and half dandelions. She knelt down and placed the bouquet next to the flowers I placed down. As she turned towards me, suddenly I embraced a hug without any warning. Parker, I'm sorry. It's my vision suddenly starts to blur. I burst into tears. Each year just gets harder and harder. When Sayori sees me like this, she gets just as emotional as I do. With tears in Sayori's eyes, she hugs me tightly. I understand. But know they're in a better place. I know they are. Emotions get the best of me in this one intense instant. I don't know how to speak these words, people. I am just a kid who just had my parents gone. This is sad. For years, this has been the only thing that made my breakdown. Wait, what did that say? That made me break down. I miss the me. I'm a dummy. I need glasses. Funny thing is, Sayori and I's parents were really close. We always played together when we were kids. So it's no wonder she always comes to visit whenever I do. She knows how much this means to me and how much it means to herself and her family. That's what she attends to show respect for my parents for what they did for her. Jesus, what do I have to look at the history? Without her, my life would mean nothing. The day passes quickly, and we both went home. Aww. It was the next morning, 5th of September. One day away from when school would restart. After visiting my parents' grave yesterday, I always feel like I'm missing something. God, why isn't my fucking... Wait, what? Is auto on? I don't think auto is on. Slowly awakening from my slumber, I take a look around, hoping to see my parents. They're looking over me. They're not there. Sighing, I lightly sit up and start questioning myself. What? My phone just went off again. Jesus. What's the point in trying nowadays? Everything I achieve means nothing. My life is worthless. But memories of Sayori and my parents flowed through my mind. I know I had something to fight for, but it was really enough for me to stay strong. This is sad. Usually when thinking about Sayori or my parents, I have a warm feeling swell up inside of me. But this time, something felt different. I start to feel lightheaded. That never happened before. I quickly rest the right side of my face onto the palm of my hand. I start to struggle to keep my consciousness. Why do I feel like my head starts to hurt? Feeling a sharp pain spreading across my whole body. Soon enough, the pain became too much to bear. I fall limp onto my bed, my vision now being blacked out. Your life isn't meaningless. What? You have a life to save, Parker. A life to save? The problem is, you can only save one. Wait, I can only save one? Though decisions may have you in a tight spot, Parker, even to the point where it may make you feel like giving up. I'm not quite understanding where you're coming from. Why do I have to save a life? You were chosen to save someone's life. Unfortunately, you can only save one. The rest will suffer a cruel and tragic fate. Jeez! Alright, I'm shutting off my phone right now. Boom. There you go. And if you fail at saving one, everyone else who's involved will die. Why am I responsible for lives of the people I met? Answer me! The voice cannot be heard. Whoa. It's just pure darkness at this point. I start to gain conscious, feeling awfully disturbed and speechless. I didn't even know how to react to a situation like that. I find the courage to sit up and look around the room. What the f just happened? That felt too real. Burying my face into both palms, my eyes widen as a flashback completely fills my vision. This is Sayori's room. She was also affected by this tragic fate. No one is safe, Parker. I don't understand anymore. Why is Sayori being dragged into this? Even I am unsure as to why she's dragged into this mess. Let me show you a little something. This classroom looks familiar. This is where you met those who will be heavily affected by this curse. Why are you doing this? Why am I the one responsible for the lives of those who I met tomorrow? Because you are the only one that can resolve this issue. Stop this! I don't want to be involved in this. I want no part of it. So you'll let Sayori die, then everyone else you meet? Like how you let your parents die? My whole body is engulfed in pain after hearing that omnipotent voice use my parents as a way to trigger me. Multiple thoughts flow through my mind, like this was something I could only do. Sayori dying. I can't bear witness that. I can't handle my parents dying already. So wait, what did I say that right? I can't handle my parents dying already. So what choice do I have at this point? With regret, I state my answer to the voice that speaks ill of Sayori and my parents. I'll do it. Oh, this will take a toll on your mental health. If Sayori dies, you'll lose everything precious to you. I hope you're aware of this. Anyway, good luck. Good luck on the next stage. If you pass, we shall meet again. Wait, I'm not done talking yet. I spring back to life, moving my face away from my palms. My heart begins to beat fast. I am frightened by this experience of that flashback. My whole body begins to shake with never-ending fear. Never-ending. Just like the name of this mod. Of being responsible for someone, or if not multiple people's lives. How did this happen? I'm not responsible for the lives of Sayori and whoever I met tomorrow. How can I, a useless pile of shit, save a single life? Okay, sorry if I'm not, like, if I'm looking to the side right here. Someone is texting me and I had to respond to that immediately. I'm sorry, guys. Alright. The impact of the punch broke through my plastering, leaving a gaping hole. People are going to die because of me. Standing there in silence, I looked down. A shadow covered my eyes from being seen. What would Mom and Dad do if I were them? When I was younger, if I encountered a time where I didn't know what to do, they'd give me the answer to my problem. But they're not here anymore. What can I do now they're not here? My body falls limp to the thought of lives being at risk because of my decisions. I fall onto my knees, looking up lifeless at the vision I just had witnessed. I fall onto all floors and start to sob heavily. If I could save a life, I wouldn't be. I let out a cry of help, knowing whatever I do will result in the death of people I meet tomorrow, including Sayori. I'm no hero. How am I meant to save Sayori? Mom? Dad? Please, help me. I continued to sob loudly, punching the floor. My emotions were all over the place. So he needs to save someone. Sayori or someone else he'll meet tomorrow, or other people he'll meet tomorrow. This is the part that kind of gets me right here. Why does he have to choose one? This is just weird. Come on, mod developer, make up your mind. Well, can you just redesign this freaking mod to make it save all lives? Or maybe just sacrifice yourself? That's just kind of weird situation, I guess. I'm about to lose Sayori, the last person to mean the world to me. Sayori is literally the last thing I have in my life. If she's gone, I won't be able to live on. I'm sorry, Sayori. I don't think I'll be able to save you. As soon as I was about to finish that sentence, I heard a knock on my door. This was a bad time to break down. I stand up and feel lifeless. I approach the door slowly, like I had lost the will to live. I reach the front door and see it was Sayori. I opened the door and almost intimidatedly, she knew something was wrong. Parker, why do you look like that? What should I even do? Just greet her or hug her? We're hugging her. Oh my god. Oh my god. Without a second thought, I pull her into a hug so fast she wasn't even ready. Sayori is quite shocked at the immediate intimidately whatever. I don't read. I need glasses. As I pulled her into my arms, she had started to sob a little because she really missed being hugged by me. I feel so sad now. Like, I'm literally about to cry. Tears are about to come down my eyes, people. People are about to see me cry on internet. Oh my god. That is not gonna happen because I do not cry in a Let's Play. My god, this is... Parker, I'm sorry for being so weak. I couldn't hold back the tears and the fear I had felt earlier. I started to sob heavily. Parker, what do you mean? You're not weak. I am weak. I can't even protect you or anyone. Everyone will suffer because of me. The visions I had earlier are still lingering in my mind, and remembering that made me fall onto my knees in front of her. Because of me, everyone is going to die. I grabbed onto her hand, sobbing as I looked down to the ground. What do you mean everyone is going to die? I had this vision that you and anyone I meet tomorrow will die. And because of me being weak, I'm going to lose you. I let out a cry so loud the whole street could hear me. Sayori has never seen me so broken down. It broke her down as well. She immediately pulls me onto her feet and hugs me as so... Oh, we're back to this! This is so cute! To me, you're not weak. You are one of the strongest people I know. You're just saying that. I never achieved anything worth mentioning. I'm just a nobody to anyone. I lift my head to her face, and she starts carelessly caressing my cheek. You want to caress my cheek, girl? I'm just kidding. You're so silly, Parker. To me, you achieved something far greater than what I have, and that's being you. After hearing that statement, my eyes slowly wooden and the tears continued to roll down my cheek. Being me? Parker, even if I do die, or anyone else dies, we will know that you tried really hard to save us. As much I don't want to die, it might be fate taking its course. So don't blame yourself for something you have no control over. But I'd lose all hope if you die. I would live. What would I live for then? Nothing would be worth it after this point. If I do pass on, live life to the fullest, no matter whatever is on your way. Obstacle. Is that how you say that word? I don't know. I think that is. My eyes start to swell up and I burst into tears, burying my head into Sayori's shoulder once again. Believe in the one that believes you, Parker. That believes in you. I move my face away from her shoulder and wipe away my tears. I think about what Sayori said. Maybe what she's saying is right. What a new goal set in place. I look at her and smile sadly. You're the only reason I can get up in the morning. You're the reason I am alive today. So with that in mind, I will fight for you no matter what, even if it's the last thing I do. Your mom and dad, they told me something years ago before they passed. I stop for a second and listen to Sayori. Promise me something as well, Parker. Lifting my head up, I look into her eyes, prepared for what she's about to say. Actually, you know what? Even if I do die today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, even years from now, do not give up. I will try to fulfill your promise, Sayori. I will try hard to fulfill my promise, Sayori. Your promise, Sayori. My parents would have wanted the same for you, to live a life full of dreams to fulfill. Thank you, Sayori. I'm glad. I want you to be happy, not be sad. I'm happy because of you. As I state that, I smile, moving away from the hug. Oh, Parker, no matter what happens, I am here for you. Sayori. My whole body starts to shake violently. My vision starts to waver. I'm starting to feel lightheaded. Falling onto my knees, my palms lock themselves onto my head, trying to rid the sharp pain. No, no, not again, not now. I said that wrong, but I don't care. I feel like I'm in this already. My heart starts to beat hard and quickly, like it's skipping beats. The sound of my heart takes over my thoughts. My vision flickers constantly. I fall onto the ground, full force, only black filling my vision. Oh my God, Parker! Uh-oh. Even though you know you're going to sacrifice people's lives, you continue to push forward and excel in life. I will make sure I win this sick and twisted war of yours. Not just for myself or Sayori, for everyone. Just how long will it take for you to feel like giving up on hope? Never. I will not let you destroy everything I have left. Such big words for a guy who thinks he's useless. Let's just see how much you can withstand before your spirit wavers. My spirit will not waver away. I will overcome you and the obstacles that are in my way. Just watch me. I look forward to the results you provide.